Well, guys, someone at the BBC woke up this morning and decided it was race baiting time because here we got an article attacking the old bill using the age-old excuse of racism because black people get stopped more often in London than white people do. Here you can see the article itself, which headlines, "Black Londoners 3 times more likely to be stopped than white." This naturally has every perpetually butthurt tosspot screaming about how racist the UK is as per usual. This is of course bollocks because it's got nothing to do with racism and more to do with the demographic breakdown of the people committing the crimes, which we'll get into in a moment because obviously the BBC completely ignored that.
I didn't know that. Tell me more.
No, instead they use this article to talk a bag of shit about different schemes Sadiq Khan is planning that involve all these activist groups with names like Black Flag Global and shit. No idea who they are, but it sounds like one of those race-baiting cesspit shitholes that love to spread bullshit like this while ignoring the actual crime stats themselves. Oh yeah, crime stats, they really don't help the BBC's case with making out like black people are persecuted unfairly when you see these. First, let's start with the murder. Here it states for the 3-year period ending March 2020, 67% of murder suspects were white, lower than the population figure of over 80%. Then it states that around 1 in 5 or 21% of murder suspects are black, which is 7 times higher than the 3% of the population they make up. Yeah, 7 times higher is no bloody joke and maybe explains why stop and search is used because let's remember they often stab and shoot each other. Shit, if BLM was really about Black Lives Mattering, then this is what they would be focused on and not kneeling for American criminals.
England's players will take the knee.
But we ain't even done there. Let's just look at London, where the article itself is actually talking about. Here you can see that despite making up 13% of London's population, black Londoners account for 45% of London's murder victims and 61% of murder perpetrators involving knives. They also commit 53% of all knife-related crimes, so I would say stop and search is bloody vital. Now, none of the information there can be found in this BBC article because they ain't there to give you the truth, they're there to push an agenda. Unfortunately though, plenty of idiots will still believe it and just parrot out the shit they spew. If any do, you can just send them to this video real quick.